Hi, Karen Curry Parker here with your weekly Matrix Human Design Evolution Report. We are exploring the celestial weather and how the celestial weather impacts your business energy and choices and decisions and actions you need to take in your business. We start this week with the sun in the 49th hexagram, moving on Thursday, Valentine's Day, to the sun in the 30th hexagram. These two energies, when we look at them in the context of business, are very important to support us in setting the stage for momentum. And if we look at the bigger overarching celestial themes playing out this year, by March, we hit a cycle of deeply grounded, deeply powerful momentum that lasts for the rest of the year. So if you have felt in the last couple of years like you've had a lot of hitch and you're giddy up around your business and it's been start, stop, or you haven't quite been able to harness your energy and get yourself rolling in a direction that's bringing you momentum, that momentum energy you've been seeking will hit us in March as we make some big shifts in the outer planets. But in the meantime, we're getting ready. We're setting the stage. And with the sun starting the week in the gate 49, we are exploring, most importantly, our business relationships, our contracts, and the nature of the team that we have supporting us in the work that we do. So this energy invites you to take some time this week to really look at what kinds of business contracts do you have? Do you have contracts with a coach, a publisher, with a business platform? Do you have any contracts that are perhaps holding you back, not supporting you in the fulfillment of the purpose of your mission? And do you need to rewrite those contracts, or do you need to maybe break up with those contracts because maybe they're not fulfilling the need that you have for being able to grow and expand your business? This energy is called revolution. And when this energy plays, we're being invited to explore where do we need to make revolutions in our lives to create greater momentum. We have a tendency, especially when you are a heart-based entrepreneur or a service-based professional, to go into every aspect of your business with your heart full on, which is great when you're providing services to clients. That doesn't always serve you when it comes down to the grounded, rational parts of creating a structure or a platform of support for your business. Sometimes that means you have to be a little bit harder than maybe is your tendency. You might not like to break those bonds. You might feel guilty, or you might feel bad, or you might want to keep working with whatever you have because you love this person that you're working with, or you love the nature of the contract that you have. But if it's not supporting your growth in your business, and if it's not sustaining you, because this is an energy that supports us in making choices that are sustainable, if the decisions that you're making around your team, your employees, your contracts are holding you back from being able to tap into the full aspect of support that is due you, and keeping you from tapping into the possibility of greater growth and expansion in your business, then it might be time for you to make some revolutionary shifts in your support. So take some time this week and really explore all of your business relationships. That can even be, by the way, your relationships with your clients. Some of you might find, especially if you have longer term clients, that maybe you need to break up with some of your clients. Maybe you've outgrown some of your clients and even some of the contractual obligations that you have with your clients. It's also a good time to explore, are you attracting the right kind of client? And are these clients that are bringing you joy in your service? Are you serving your people the way you want to be serving? And are you serving your people? Are you compromising your message? Are you holding yourself back? Are you trying to mainstream your truth and in the meantime keeping a big chunk of who you are and what you really do in the closet? This is a week where you're being invited to be completely honest, completely in integrity with what you're doing, and it might mean that it's time for you to expand into a different market base, a different niche, or find a different tribe of people to serve. When we move with the sun into the gate 30, The earth is actually going to bring us the energy of commitment. So the 30 is fire. The earth brings us commitment. We are beginning, as I said, to set ourselves up for momentum. And certainly by the end of the week, we have the fire, the passion, and the energy to, with perseverance and determination and commitment, begin the process of strengthening and deepening our foundation and increasing the impact of what we have to say. Now, I'm going to add a little warning to this. And if you've been following along on TheMatrix.world, or if you've been following along on our TheMatrix.world Facebook page, you know we've been talking a lot lately about burnout. I've been talking about burnout on my Human Design for Everyone Facebook page as well. I know from working with clients for the last 35 years in business coaching that the biggest cause of business failure is not lack of capital. It's not knowing how to access resources. It's not having an inadequate team. It's not even not having the right product. The greatest source of failure in a business comes when you are burned out. Because when you're burned out, you don't make good choices. When you're burned out, you don't bring that energy, that fire, that passion to your work. When you're burned out, you don't have what you need to keep putting the determination, the commitment into your business to keep it rolling in a way that brings success. And like it or not, there is a little bit of sweat equity that you have to put into growing a business, and it takes energy. And if you're already burned out, you may have a hard time tapping into that energy. So I always tell people, before you start a new business, make sure you're not burned out, and make sure you're not starting a business because you're reacting to something in your life and you think that if you create this business, it's going to be your escape valve, because you'll fry yourself terribly if you're not figuring out a way to build slowly and build in a way that supports you and sustaining your energy. That's the key. It's always about sustaining your energy. When the sun transits in the 30 is called the clinging fire in traditional I Ching. It's fire, passion, impact. It lights up the room, right? And it's also burnout. It can be about burning others out. Maybe the intensity of who you are burns others out, or it can be about you yourself burning out. And if, especially, you've been dragging a team of people or maintaining, sustaining contracts or even clients that haven't been feeding your soul and bringing you the sustainable support that you need, and maybe if you haven't also been taking the sustainable support that you need, if maybe you're not resting, you're overworking, or you're not sustaining yourself emotionally, spiritually, energetically, this movement of the sun to the 30 is going to bring all that up in your face. So be aware this weekend, especially as you kind of check in, where are you at with your energy? And ask yourself, what actions or what platforms or what systems do you perhaps need to put in place in your business in order for you to be able to stay sustainable, to stay balanced between rest and effort, and to know exactly how you can keep your own energy, your own passion, your own inspiration high in your business. If you are not burned out, this is a great, great time for you to revisit the vision that you have for what you're building and put a little fire under it. This is the fire that gives you the capacity to hold on to that vision, to endure with that vision until it brings itself into form through your commitment, through your dedication, and also, of course, through the alignment that you create by holding on to that vision and creating the energy, the fire underneath that vision to keep going. Speaking of which, this Friday on The Matrix Show, we will be talking about, Michelle and I will both be talking about inner and outer alignment in your business and why that is vital to creating success in your business. So join us in TheMatrix.world on Facebook, and we'll explore on Friday on The Matrix Show how you can create inner and outer alignment. How do you have a dream and make sure that that dream is being reflected in your life? And how do you walk your talk? And we're going to explore some of the subtle ways where we don't walk our talk, then those subtle ways of not walking your talk, how those can create burnout and cause you to struggle with having the energy to put forth in your business. One last thing, we are so excited. We are getting ready to launch a virtual think tank. We have gathered together a team of incredible experts who have been exploring through our think tank format what's next in the world and what's next in quantum business. We have interviewed physicists, we have interviewed people who are using business as a social action platform, we have interviewed people who are exploring alternative economies. We have been having powerful conversations about what's next in the world, what's next in the world economy. If you'd love to be a part of listening to these interviews, being a part of this think tank movement, this virtual think tank movement we've started, check out the link below and sign up, and don't miss any of these interviews. They are important for you to hear if you are an entrepreneur, if you are doing business from your heart in an aligned way. The information that you're going to learn from these people by listening to this think tank and these think tank interviews is going to get you set up to be able to stay resilient and on the leading edge of a quantum economy as we move forward in the evolution of humanity. Thank you for joining me this week. I'm Karen Curry Parker. I will see you Friday on The Matrix Show.